Language episode 568.
The sexiest podcast on the network over and
There
over
we go.
again.
That's better. Yeah, for at least, what, 70, 80 years in a
Easy.
row now? Yeah.
For real.
Mm-hmm,
How's it going, Brian?
Oh, not too bad. I'm actually, I was just looking at the math here, my friend. And the next time we record the Crazy Life, it'll be 329. And that's what, 880, 897 is the amount of podcasts, and that's without the enthusiasts or whatever. So I'm at almost 900, well, over 900 episodes.
God damn.
Criminy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, huh?
Oof. A lot, yeah. Jeez.
Wow.
Well, I guess I can't quite say that because there is, well, when you count the enthusiasts and stuff, there's a couple, one or two of this show I'm not on.
Right.
Because of health issues or whatever. I don't even remember what it was now.
It happens. There's episodes I'm not on. There's episodes you're not on. But the salty language continues.
The brand.
You know?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
It'll be going long after we're dead.
How many times
it'll
I've said this? Meta Business Suite is fucking trash.
You didn't even have to say Business Suite.
You're right. You are correct. God, does it suck so hard?
Yes. Yes, it does.
In fact, I have a extremely late last week QoftheW answer. My answer would be Meta Business Suite.
Allowed. For sure allow it, because how Yep. No, not a fan.
That's like, because I was sitting here, I'm like, oh, we're going live. Normally I grab my phone and I'm like, I have all this stuff in front of me. I can just copy and paste it while I'm, and it turns into a whole situation.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Cheeto. You just joined us in the old live stream.
Oh, hello, Cheeto.
Oh, hey, buddy.
I had a window blocking it. I was like, he did? And I was like, oh, yeah. I didn't realize my Skype window is blocking the...
Son of a bitch.
Well, if I have to be able to see you.
Goddamn right you do.
I guess. I mean, I guess I don't have to. I mean, you don't know that I usually turn your camera off while we're recording. Yeah. I just look at myself the whole time,
I feel like I'm losing my mind over here. I just minimized some random ass window. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. I found it. It's just like, I clicked the wrong button. It was just gone.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Come watch Tony's descent into madness.
Shit, right?
On the news.
I mean, like I was telling you earlier, I mean, I have a feeling I've got a lot of one-day weekends in my future. So, yes, my descent into madness will happen.
Hooray!
The summer of 22.
Yeah. I don't think that's as catchy.
It's not. It sucks, actually. It's horrible. No one liked it.
Right.
I feel bad.
You should. Your song is bad, and you should feel bad, if you will.
Oh, man. It's the summer hazy IPAs in my life. I'll tell you that much.
I was going to say that looked all right. I don't know what it was, but it looked good.
New Holland Hazy River.
Oh, that's one of those you grabbed when we were at the liquor store.
It's quite nice.
Quite nice.
My dude at work hooked me up with some beers out of New York that his friend gave him. And oh my God, they're so good.
Really? Yeah, must be that New York water.
I'm telling you, it's like other half brewing. I've only had 2 of them so far, and I still got 2 more to get into. And oh my God, they're so good.
Nice.
It like put that little itch in me. Like,
how come
I need to go to a brewery.
Why aren't we getting sent beers from New York?
Fredo, where are you at? Oh, he's not here because we don't promote.
Yeah.
As he called us out on last week.
A bitch. Yeah. Well, a lot of it's because, we had switched our recording day to where it was supposed to be Sundays. which is quickly just gone right back to being
yeah.
Mondays for
Sundays just doesn't work out. I don't think, not on the Lord's Day.
Right. So, and there are times where we've had to push it a little past
Yeah.
that. So we aren't great at going, yeah, this is for sure the day.
You know what?
And,
We're consistent, but not for when we record. We consistently put out a program, though.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we try really hard to have it up by Monday night.
For sure.
That's usually the day. There are plenty of times where life gets in the way. And
yeah, like if it was 100 degrees outside, I probably wouldn't be recording right now.
Yeah, sure you would. You'd be all right. Yeah. Just look like what's his nuts when he sees the Ark of the Covenant or whatever, know? Be fine.
Although,
like, Tony, what do you think about this? It melted.
Just in flames over here. It just cuts to a skeleton in a chair.
Yeah.
Wearing his headphones and a stupid ham's hat.
Right. Somehow the ham's hat didn't catch on fire. Neither did that.
Ham's is glorious and protected by our Lord in heaven.
Yeah. I guess, yeah,
Ham's
must be. Right. Ham's is the official beer of hell,
Or is it heaven?
Yeah, I mean, could be both.
Ham, so
broad reach if they can capture both.
I mean, I'm trying to think of what's one of the worst beers I've ever had in my life. It's widely available because hot dog beer.
Right.
I'm gonna have to probably go something like just your standard issue Bud Light, because I'm just not a fan. I think it tastes like shit. Too sweet. I think that would be your official beer of hell.
Right. I don't know. I feel like that's too good. I feel like it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be more like that. Something that it's real. Like, do I really want to drink? Like, yeah, it's hot as well, literally hot as hell. But it's like, do I really want a beer? It's like, well, that's all there is to drink. I guess
we're having Moosehead.
Right. Unless you're, around the devil, because he's probably drinking, the best like craft beers.
The finest.
That hell
the
has
finest
to offer.
Craft beers.
Right. Made right there in hell.
Of course.
That spicy hell water.
Yeah. Speaking of hell, Brian.
Yeah.
I've been playing Hades because it was like pretty discounted on the Switch's sale this weekend.
Yeah, I really need to start playing that.
Great, man.
That's all I've heard about it. Is that it's
that's
fantastic.
All I heard too. And then when I saw how like the price point on it, I'm like, yeah, because now that I have a real controller for my Switch, I don't feel like some sort of giant trying to play whatever. I love the Switch. The Joy-Cons can suck a dick.
Yeah. So I felt the same way about like on the Wii though too. With using the whatever the Wii remote, Wiimote and nunchuck. Yeah, it's like that thing. Like when they're like, oh, you can just turn it sideways, and I'm like, yeah, it's still really tiny. I have yeah, like I have giant hams for hands.
Yeah, I think I bought a controller for my Wii too, if I remember right.
I did for sure. I had to.
It took me a while to get the Switch one, but I'm so glad I pulled the trigger because now I've been playing the Switch a little bit more. But yeah, dude, Hades is fantastic. You should definitely play it.
Yeah, that's what Garrett has told me, and various people at GameStop, told me. So I bought it because of the Microsoft rewards thing. Like you can just build up rewards by doing like a couple quizzes each day. Basically, it takes like a couple minutes, and you build up points. Yeah, like right now, actually, I've got enough to redeem for a $25 gift card.
That's actually kind of cool.
Which is what I did last time, and then I think Hades was like $29.99, so I paid $5 out of. I mean, yeah, I know my time was invested.
Bill Gates is just putting tracking chips in your DNA, man.
Good, I'll take them all if I get $5 games.
Yes.
Gimme. I want to be nothing but tracking chip.
Yeah, exactly. I would wear a tracking chip around my neck like bling.
Yeah.
Man, the man's just me. God, I hate people.
Right.
It sure is.
So it was funny. When I was at your house, last week or whatever it was, week or whatever. Yeah. We were talking. I was mentioning to you I had to get my mom a new phone because my mom is very much like, I just need a phone. Like, I don't want a smartphone. I just need a phone. You know, so she has a flip phone because that literally all she uses it for is a phone. You know, so Verizon sent me a thing that was like, hey, we're shutting down 3G, so you got to get a new flip phone for this account. And I was like, well, the one day my mom, she knocks on my bedroom door and she's like, hey, a phone just got delivered here. And I'm like, huh? They just sent her a new phone.
Oh, that's fucking pretty cool.
Totally free. Like, normally when you upgrade, you have to pay an upgrade fee, which is bullshit. But usually it's like $30 or $20, whatever it is. And, totally free. 100% free.
Totally nude
for the. Yeah, and it's weird though because it's literally the size of like a razor.
Huh. Yeah.
So it's bigger than her last flip phone, which isn't all bad because it's a little easier to read. The buttons are a fuzz bigger, so no. But it's basically, it looks very much like it's very heavily influenced by the Razor, but it's not a Motorola. Yeah.
I mean,
who knows? It might be made by them. I don't know.
The Razor's made a comeback.
Yeah. But, I was like, oh, well, cool.
I always liked my 100%. Razor. That was one of my favorite phones.
I used that thing for a long time. Yeah. I think I might even still have it.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I might have it somewhere.
There's nothing more satisfying than snapping that little guy closed.
Oh, yeah. The only problem I had with it was the old, when you're pulling it out of your pocket, trying to do the pull out of your pocket and flip the phone open move, and it would immediately slam shut. And hang up on whoever you're talking about. Or was calling.
Whoops. Wasn't that important, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so. I mean, well, Leah has I think I talked about it. They have a flip phone now. It's that Galaxy Fold or whatever. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. Like, I see the screen fold, and it's like, what are we? What is this, Twilight Zone? I don't like what's going on here. Sort of alien technology.
It is weird.
Is this?
It is really weird how we move so far forward with design and then go way back. Yeah, no. I mean, you're not wrong, but but bringing back the concept of a flip or whatever, when for the longest time, it was like I said before, it was amazing how when I remember working at Best Buy when cell phones were really starting to get more affordable, and it was about getting the smallest phone you could get because nobody wanted to carry a big honking phone. Then we went to, like that graphic online shows like when porn was introduced and then the phone started getting bigger.
Like, wait, we can stream video?
Which is the real reason, not just porn, but any video. But it's mostly porn. Yeah. So we get way bigger, and then now we're, like some of these phones, like, well, how can we make them a little more compact,
but still have a gigantic screen on them?
The real answer is bigger. Bring back the Jankos, the cargo pants and shorts.
Cargo shorts right now.
Yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it's for. You just slide a whole iPad right in that pocket. Right.
Don't tempt me. I will. First, I got to buy an iPad. But I will.
Yeah, I have an iPad Mini, and it for sure will slide right into a cargo shorts pocket.
People, call them dad shorts. Fuck you.
Yeah, tactical shorts.
Exactly. How else are we gonna?
That's all they got to do. They just got to start calling them tactical
I'm sure somebody
shorts.
Has tactical shorts, guaranteed.
And then it'll be fine. Oh, there's the actual tactical pants. I'm sure they have like more.
When I was looking up work pants on Amazon, one of the categories that was tactical pants. I'm like,
I'm shocked you don't own tactical pants.
I thought about it just because I thought it'd be funny.
That's like your word.
I mean, tactical.
I mean, you put tactical in front of things, you like immediately buy it. It's why you have that tactical fish scaler.
What? Let's see here. So tactical shorts, Brian. They're just cargo shorts.
Exactly. That's what I figured. They just, cargo shorts have gotten such a stigma now
fucking that tacticalgear.com, fucking sick.
Like, these are not cargo shorts. These are tactical shorts.
I mean, I know some of these what they call tactical shorts have like built-in like CCW holsters and shit. But it's
Yeah.
like, just stop. You know?
You got to have places to hide things from the man. Yeah.
Yeah, tactical shorts. That's definitely a thing.
Yep.
Let's get these off my screen. I'm offended. They're cargo shorts,
Probably
you
gonna
savages.
It's gonna wreck your algorithm
Probably
for a
I'll be
while
getting all
now.
kinds of dumb shit. Like, are you
Yep,
interested in
all
this
sorts.
Turvis tumbler with a Punisher skull on it? No.
Right, I was just gonna say. Are you sure? It's tactical.
It can keep your whatever you're getting drunk with cold.
Well, whoa! Why didn't you say so? I'll take 17
like,
of them.
Joke's on you. I use a glass for that. It doesn't get cold because I drink it so fast.
Right, exactly.
Actually, not really.
Yeah. Well, also, yeah, a lot of craft beer is okay if it gets just a little warm.
Opens up like
Opens
blooms.
Up. Right. So it's fine. They don't need to be kept ice cold like,
fucking
shitty.
Mountains are blue. Let's get in. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for the offer, though, bud.
Oh my God. It's really funny. I have the feed of our show up and it's egging behind live. So right now I'm looking at tactical shorts.
Hell yeah, you are.
I didn't even notice them
had
before.
Your tab
and now
open. You didn't have to look at the feed.
For sure, dude. I'm like, maybe I should get some tactical shorts.
Seriously, I'm wearing like all my shorts are basically cargo shorts.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm trying to, I don't know, it's just what I have. I have no idea why.
I have a few pairs that are I don't know why I got the same color, but I bought like multiple pairs of the same shorts, but all the same. And they're stretch fit, so that way I can do very deep lunges in them.
If you ever got to head kick somebody,
for sure. Yeah, exactly. I don't have to go. Need let me go put on my karate pants
for sure, because then they know it's coming.
Right now they don't know. They're like, I can't tell if those are karate shorts or not. I dare
say stretchy shorts are more tactical than tactical shorts.
I agree. Tactical pants and stuff look like, I don't know what's in those pockets. Could be anything.
The unassuming
could be pocket
shorts.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't even know it. Don't even see it coming.
Right. Because in tactical pants, I could throw pocket sand at them and then just kick them anywhere. Or like a hedgehog or something. They don't know what's in my pockets.
You're right. A hedgehog.
And the old pocket hedgehog move.
And the hedgehog's gripping two little daggers.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
By gripping, I mean it's just that they're just taped to his little paws.
Of course. Yeah, it really doesn't have a say.
It just becomes a projectile.
Have you met my friend Wolverine?
Yeah.
It's a hedgehog. Oh God, he's got knives.
Shit.
This seems so redundant.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
And then kick.
Yeah, the head kick.
Right. That could be anywhere at that point. They're distracted by the hedgehog.
I always assume head kick.
Yeah, but I could just kick him in the knee and then do a rising knee or something. Whatever. That way I don't have to jump because I'm not great at jumping. But they don't know that. They'll assume it by my shape, but they don't know it for sure.
I mean, all right, fair enough.
Right? Yeah, we've watched wrestling long enough. You've seen some guys that shouldn't be able to jump in the air, and they, like, holy shit, that guy can actually, get some ups.
I've seen some wild shit on like TikTok of very rotund men being very agile and nimbly bimbly.
Yeah.
You're like, huh?
Yep.
Didn't see that one coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's right.
Huh.
That's why tactical shorts are very important.
I mean, I agree.
Or non-tactical shorts, as I'm wearing. That's what's tactical about them, is they have no tactical ability,
which makes them so much more tactical.
Exactly.
This might be a record for the
amount
of tacticals said in one show. Yeah.
Right. It's quite a bit.
It is. It's huge. Fucking huge.
Huge. Yeah.
I feel like I need better like front lighting here. Looking at my picture, it's a little dark in here. But if I aim this ring light right at myself, it's so bright.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's like looking at my screen.
Bright. I don't like it.
even with the dark mode and everything that I have turned on mine, it's still I just glow. I think it's just me. I don't think it has anything to do with anything else. I think it's just me.
Ice ism. Turn out the lights and I glow.
Oh, I was just thinking I was Scare-Glo from He-Man.
That's cool too.
Yeah, I glow in the dark skeleton.
Just radioactive, and that's all it was.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Accident.
Yeah, he actually doesn't have a power. Like people like melt around him, and it seems like a power, but it's just that he's so radioactive.
Like, no, seriously, this sucks, guys. I can't even go out the Cheesecake Factory anymore.
Right. Yeah. Like the menu melts in my hands.
Turn off the lights and I glow. I forgot about that guy. Didn't he have like all the shredded muscles and stuff too? He was just glow in the dark.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very much like he had like a muscular suit, but it was a skeleton. Scare-Glo, yeah. He should have just been a skeleton.
I mean,
but it's weird because it's like similar to Skeletor. It's like, okay, so it's like his face rotted off, but the rest of his muscles and stuff, not a problem.
Yeah, right. Still hits the gym.
Right. Yeah, that's not muscle. That's just bone. He's shaped into, odd muscle shapes.
Oh yeah.
He's got a big domer like me.
He does have
Jesus,
a big old head on him.
If I ever needed a Halloween costume to give me an excuse to just wear underpants and boots and a cape, this is it for sure.
I mean, that sounds like a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that's funny that he's got this like, although in this animated deal, you can just kind of see his bones glowing through his body. So maybe that's what they're trying to do. But his face.
You think they'd give him a little more of a face and do the same effect instead of a skeleton head.
He's fucking jacked. Like he's clearly on TRT.
Once again, why it's a perfect. That's what muscle piss does to you over time.
Man, I don't like the fact that this one toy I'm looking of him, like his cape is like up wrapped around his cheekbones for some reason. Doesn't even make sense.
That is pretty weird. Yeah, I'm looking at that one too. The Universe Origins one.
Terrible. Like he just turns his head to the left. He just got cape in his eyeball.
Yeah. Maybe he likes the brush of it on his face. I'm more liking the one in the middle of the picture I'm looking at, where it's the big like collared
giant cowl up around his back of his head. He's got fucking purple furry underpants on.
Yep. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Look.
Man, he's got little stubby legs, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, sure does. Okay. Well, I mean, when you have that much upper body,
true. Yeah, he's just overcompensating for his little pinky bone. You know what I'm saying?
That would be really funny, like a comic strip of him like getting pantsed.
Exactly. It just looks like a chicken wing bone in there.
Yeah. Like, what is going on there? Like, it's cold, all right?
Melts everybody in the room.
Yeah.
See, that's what we need, Brian. Wow. We need to get some of these classic action figures. And I'm sure Robot Chicken's probably done something similar to this, but do like a real world of like He-Man characters.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I think they have, which you're right. I mean, at this point, in their realm, it's very Simpsons did it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
They've done so much now. How many? They're on what, like 12 or 15 seasons of that?
Surprised they're still
970. I am too, actually. I think they are probably too.
Well, then they look at their bank account and are like, let's keep going.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't stop.
On second thought, have you seen my car?
Yeah, I for sure wouldn't stop if I'm them. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So how was your week, bro?
It was a week.
Oh, yeah?
Trying to think if I did anything. Not really. I mean, I played some more Diablo and
play Hades
again. I know. It's just, you know what it is by playing Diablo. It's like I know the game so well. Basically, I can kind of just do it without thinking. So you can shut your brain off while you're playing.
Down.
So now listen to podcasts and play some Diablo because I've been listening to more of trying to get all the way caught up on Taste Buds and yeah, mostly Taste Buds. I was trying to think. Oh, Jim Jeffries.
Right on.
Also, I got caught up on Jim Jeffries. Taste Buds, I'm still, I think, 3 or 4 back. So I'm just about there. I had quite a few backlogged.
I'm so far behind on my podcast.
Yeah. Oh, I am too. I just
so far behind.
Those. Yeah. I don't worry about catching up on them now. I just listen as I do. It's kind of like reading comic books. I'm still like 3 or 4 years behind in comic books. So if you read anything, I'm way out of the loop.
That's basically how I treat my podcast too. I'm just like, well, I'll listen to it when it pops up on my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
And hopefully I'm somewhat current. I don't know.
Oh, you're not
at all. Current? What the hell is that?
Yeah. You're like, hey, have you heard of this WTF podcast? I just started it.
It's crazy.
Like, I think he's got a shot to make a few episodes of this. Meanwhile, 500,000 episodes later. Yeah, I've been mostly doing that. I haven't really done a whole bunch because, again, we've had quite a few hot days. So it's, yeah. The worst part is, I think I mentioned before, it's like we've been going out to eat too much.
I mean, you know what's crazy though is like it's almost cheaper to go out to eat than to buy food to make at home now.
It kind of feels like
It's insane.
Yeah.
Like that's something we've noticed here. Like, oh well, the kids are coming over. Let's go buy food, and and it's like it becomes like a $60 to $70 grocery trip.
Yeah.
And it's like we all could have just went out to eat for cheaper.
Right. Yeah.
It's insane.
It is so weird. I mean, because for the longest time it was, it was never like, obviously it's because of inflation.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it wasn't, for the longest time you'd be like, what are we doing? We can just buy all the stuff and make this at home way cheaper. And now you're like, can we? You're kind of doing the math a little bit on some stuff.
No, it's insane. I do not enjoy. And I love
it's just,
cooking, but like the first meal I made was over the weekend in like a week.
Yeah, same here. I think yesterday was the first day that we had really cooked. I mean, we had hot dogs like once or something, and I don't count that, but other than that, it was pretty much just, going and getting fast food or going to a restaurant or, get pizza or something like that. It was so not making food here. Right. So.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't.
There's actually just looking at the grocery list the other day, and I'm like, we're out of like everything.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it's like we really need to go to the store because we're out of everything.
I mean, when Leah came over, that's how it was here. It was like, oh, we haven't gone to the grocery store in like a week. I'm like, no, I gotta go get some bagels, get some OJ. I was making dinner the next day, so I mean, but it's like we went to the grocery store yesterday, maybe the day before for just. Oh yeah, it was the day before. I was picking up we're just getting some odds and ends and some snacks because I like the kids' friends were coming over Saturday night, so we had a few extra mouths now. We're gonna play games. And it was like just for like a couple bags of chips and some like cheese and
$500 later.
It was like $40 or something. It was insane.
Yeah. Did I tell you about that? Like the last time I was at Kroger, I was like, maybe I'm gonna grab some Fritos, or not Fritos, Cheetos. Yeah. And I looked at the Cheetos and I'm like, yo, these are like $5 a bag now. And I was like, well, so I pulled the move of, well, I haven't had like the Kroger brand ones in forever. So I'm going to go with, is there like $1.29?
Yeah, they taste like $1.29.
They're better than they used to be, but they're still hot garbage compared to just regular Cheetos, And it's like, but still, that's like $5, man, for a little bag of Cheetos. It's like, I'm going to house those in like 2 sittings.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, This whole inflation thing, they got to figure this shit out.
Yeah, because it's like with stuff like that, I've gotten to where I'm like, well, unless it's on sale, I'm not buying it, I guess, because I just can't justify a bag of snacks or chips or something that I can eat in like 2 or 3 times and then it's gone. It's it's like, dude, I could just buy a big bag of popcorn
Hell
instead.
Yeah, going back to popcorn.
I've been eating popcorn all the time, man, because I love it.
No, it's not sustainable right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah, and you get less in a lot of the bags and all this or containers, so food goes quicker and it costs more. So then it's like, shit, well, we're out already. And it's like, well, we're not going to buy more because it's too damn expensive.
No, it's wild. It's a wild and crazy world.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was going to actually talk about that too. That we've been eating out a lot. And honestly, part of it's because it's like, well, it's been warm. We want to take advantage of the pool that we can go to. But at the same time, when you like after the pool or before the pool, we grab Jersey Mike's or we go to Chipotle. It's probably cheaper than what we would have grabbed to make food at home with. And it's ready now.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Or even if it isn't, you literally, especially, I assume Jersey Mike's has app ordering too, but like Chipotle, you could order on the way and it'll probably be ready when you walk in the door.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that, but when I did that last week, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't? Yeah. Okay. So when I've ordered from there, it's been pretty on point. So
yeah, it's
must just hate you.
I don't know. It's insane right now. I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, because you're right. It's yeah, I was just thinking about it last night because I'm looking at our list and I'm looking at the stuff and I'm like, there's probably $250 easy here. Some of it is because we need like paper towels and shit like that, so that that jumps the price like $10-15, boom boom boom, and now you're like, oh shit, we're at $50-60 without even looking at food yet. And we don't have like any protein in the fridge except I think we have like 1 or 2 briskets in there.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, but that's it. It's like after that, it's like, well, we have nothing else in there. So so we're gonna need
brisket.
No, I know, but the brisket's gonna go.
Nah.
Quick.
Just make more brisket. You'd be all right.
You only have 2. It'll go fast.
More.
They're not very big. So yeah, so as I by the time you buy the hard goods and then the proteins, you're like, well, I'm at $150 already,
right?
Or so, I'm like,
yeah, it hurts.
Like, yeah. Anyway,
okay. It's enough of that.
Yeah, for sure enough. I caramba. I've been watching the I watched the Stanley Cup finals, and some of those games were good. A couple of the games were a straight, well, one of the games was a shellacking. Colorado just fucking housed Tampa Bay in the one game, but the other games were fairly close.
Just the fact that there's Florida hockey just doesn't make sense to me. I know.
Not just one. There's 2 Florida teams. Yeah. And an Arizona team. Don't forget. Oh wait, I don't know if. Yeah, I think they still have the Coyotes.
Just like I don't understand.
Exactly. I know. Some of the places they've got hockey were weird, but But Tampa Bay's really latched onto that team, man. I mean, it helps that they've been in the finals the last 3 years.
Because people's,
they won 2 cups and then made it to the final again, and went 6 games. So they weren't, they were the underdog for sure in this series, but they still pushed it to 6, which is honestly more than I thought it was going to go. I thought Colorado would win in 5. I thought it'd be 4-1 would be the way it would go. So they showed me.
Bastards. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
I was watching a baseball game last night, and I forgot they changed extra innings rules in baseball now to where when a game goes to extra innings, the teams start with a guy on second base every inning after that.
That's a thing?
Yeah, because yeah, well, you go to a baseball game, the last damn thing you want is a tie.
Or to sit there for 42
and
innings.
People exactly. That's the bigger reason, is that a lot of people, like last night, Sunday night baseball, people are like, hey, I get to work, but most of those people will go.
Right.
They'll just leave, but the ones that stuck around and stuff, it ended up, I forgot if it went 11 innings, I think, last night. But yeah, they start with a guy on second, and it was interesting because I'm kind of like, well, if you have no outs and a guy on second, in regular inning baseball, a lot of teams might try to bunt, move that guy over so a fly ball scores him no problem, or like little what's called small ball, to where you just kind of dink and dunk to get your runners around, yeah, rather than rely on big hits or a home run or something. And they didn't so much do that. And the guys were actually talking about how they haven't seen many teams really employ a ton of strategy, other than a lot of teams will walk a guy so that it gives them the option for a double play ball, because otherwise you don't have that. But so a lot of them will just walk a guy, and then that gives you a double play opportunity, because that can help take away the fly ball aspect, And I was like, I'm actually really surprised, as meta as sports has gotten now, with like, well, if we do this, we have, we up our chances of scoring from 40% to 40.9%, and in 83.6%. I'm just surprised, as metrics heavy as baseball and other sports have gotten now, that the teams aren't all like big time relying on those kind of things to try to score the run.
Right.
Because literally, if you have a guy on second, a good base hit can score that guy.
Well, yeah, for sure, right?
But if you move him to third, any deep fly ball will score the guy, basically. So that changes the dynamic, because it's a lot easier to fly out than it is to get a base hit in baseball.
That's wild that they start with a guy in second.
Well, because it was weird, because they go to a commercial, like it's the end of an inning, they go to a commercial, they come back, and there's already a guy on second, and I'm like, oh, they must have and I'm thinking it's extra innings. Yeah, right. I'm like it's extra innings. I bet they, instead of, how, like if you're at a nationally televised game,
right,
they will a lot of times hold the action until they come back from commercial break, kind of.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, maybe since it's extra innings, they don't do that. Maybe they just go, okay, let's just keep the game going so we can get everybody out of here.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, but that wasn't it. And then after they started talking about the runner again, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they switched the rule on that, so that now there's a guy on second to start the inning. It's so weird.
It is weird.
Yeah, they were trying to figure out a way, though, to end the games quicker.
I mean, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, because, in baseball, I mean, sometimes you watch a 9-inning game and there's no score.
Right.
And it's like, how many innings of no-score baseball are we going to do here tonight? So it's like, either we go 9 innings and there's no winner, so we just do like hockey, to where essentially you go, well, there's a tie. Both teams get half a point or something like that. Change wins to 2 points, kind of a thing, or whatever. Like hockey does. You get 2 for a win, 1 for an overtime appearance. Basically something, whatever. But I don't know if I like it or not. But it was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like it either.
Yeah, right.
It's just it's not what I'm used to.
Exactly. That's what one of the guys calling the game used to be a pitcher. That's what he was saying. He's like, when they first announced it, I was like, I hate this.
Like, this is trash.
He's like, I've come around on it. He's like, because it is helping the games come to a conclusion faster.
I mean, fair enough.
But it is weird, very, very strange.
Yeah. Very strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other thing that was weird, I'm trying to look it up right now, was in between All right, here we go. Um, it says, why do the Braves the Braves were dimming the lights like whenever there was a pitching change or in between innings last night?
Really?
Yeah. And I was just looking. No, that's not. I don't think that's it. That's from 2018. I'm looking for like a reason now. Like I was thinking, well, maybe it has to do with the power grid. Maybe they have like a dimmer switch concept to where they kind of dim them down during those points and then bring them back up or something. I don't know. It was very strange. Or maybe it's just the Braves do it. I don't know.
Yeah, fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, I was looking. Yeah, that's losing power. That's not what it was.
I mean, is it
Huh.
like are they trying to do what do you call it, like chill them out or something, or drop the lights like the Undertaker's coming? Bong.
Well, that's what I thought at first, because the first time I noticed it was when one of the Dodgers pitchers gave up he gave up a run. And then, when the coach comes out and pulls him, the lights come down and I'm like, "Oh, that's cold, man." They're like, lights out on this guy," kind of a thing is what I'm thinking, right?
Right.
And then I noticed they did it like every time though, and they even did it in between innings at one point. So I was like, "Okay, well this is clearly deliberate, but you know, I don't know. It says something about the Braves doing the chop in the dark. What the fuck? I don't
Is
know.
it because it's like a anti-Native American kind of situation? So we're like,
Well,
we're
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
show it on TV.
Well, that was one of the things they were trying to. They've asked people to quit doing it,
It's not gonna happen.
but you know how it is. It's my freedom. I can do what I want.
Yeah, I was like, it's not gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I can't seem to find other than this one thing that says, "Why do the Braves dim the lights?" And it says at
Fuck you.
Monday
That's
nights.
why. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it says all the lights were on, but they were dim and not angled toward the field. That's why I said that's from March of this year, but that's not really what I was looking for.
Right.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, like I said, I keep finding stuff from years ago. That's not helpful. So anyway, I guess I'll just have to move on. So because I don't know.
I don't know. And stuff.
Yeah. But the other thing was like at the same time, the fans had okay, this is similar to what I was seeing though. So maybe this is just something that's continued. Okay, it says Braves officials continued their new tradition of dimming. This is from 2018 though. It says of dimming the lights to watch Braves fans chant as usual while ditching their foam rubber tomahawks for smartphones turned to flashlight mode.
Oh, so
Because that's what they were doing.
it's supposed to be like some
Okay.
sort of cool light show.
Well, it's like they're doing the chop, but they don't sell the foam tomahawks anymore because that's culturally inappropriate. And so now people apparently just turn their phone flashlights on their phone and still do the chop because that's any better. Ugh.
Hmm.
Anyway, okay. See, at first I thought it was kind of like an ice cold move, but also a real shitty sportsmanship
Now
move.
you're like,
Because, like I said, like I thought it was like, oh, we knocked the pitcher out, like we knocked his lights out, basically, and that's so they turned the lights out, kind of like, dang.
yeah,
No, they're not that cool. All right, never
not
mind.
that cool at all.
Boo, boo.
Are you saying boo or boo earns?
No, I'm just saying boo. For sure. Yeah. So, anyway, enough of me rambling about that. How's your week been?
It's been pretty quiet, except obviously like the work type shit, which always sucks.
Yeah.
Worked another 6-day week, 3 in a row now.
Woo!
Really gets you in a mood.
Woo!
But
Are you saying you have a need for speed?
yeah, something like that. Ugh.
Probably not.
Yeah, maybe I'm pretty tired. Maybe a little speed would hit the spot.
Yeah. Little Keanu Reeves,
Right now we're talking.
Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis Hopper?
No, but my Saturday was Sunday were pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, like I was saying, we had my kids came over and they invited some of their friends, and ooh yeah, I feel so weird shaking in Arizona. Um, and yeah, we played a little outdoor Switch on the projector. That was cool. Did some
Nice.
Super Smash. I got the I downloaded the new Ninja Turtle game. The game's fucking dope.
Oh yeah,
You can
yeah.
play up to
Fluffy Bunny.
6 people at a time.
Yeah, Fluffy Bunny Ash was telling me about it the other night because she told me
It's
that it
terrific.
was worth picking up. Yeah.
Yeah, it really has those old Ninja Turtle arcade vibes,
Yeah.
big time. But it's not a
Which is awesome.
remake. It's
Right.
like a nice tribute, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, because it's called Shredder's Revenge, I
Shredder's
think it's
Revenge.
called.
Yeah, it's really it's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun stuff right there.
Sweet.
Um, I visited your boys at the GameStop over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying
Yeah.
to
Yeah, after my false lead, apparently.
after your false lead, Brian. Yeah, I went there with the I was at work when I was texting you, and yeah, you got me the little lead in the day before that they had HeroQuest on sale for their pro days.
Yeah.
So I was like, I might have to acquire this because it
Yeah,
is a
because
game I want. I miss it.
and that's like $50
Yeah.
off was what the sign said, 40% off. And I was like, holy shit, that's $50 off.
So
That was why immediately I was like, I'm gonna fire this at Tony in case I was thinking more like if Logan was interested in it or something.
oh,
So
I'm definitely because like I told Logan, he's like, oh, that looks all right, and I'm like, wanting to like throw him out the window.
right, right.
So,
All right.
so I after work I meandered over there and I already reactivated my pro account because I had one before,
Right.
and I'm bullshitting if the guy's in there, and because I'm looking at Switch controllers too, because I'm like, all right, all these people are coming over to play Switch. I need a controller. I'm not playing
Yeah.
on a fucking Joy-Con.
Right.
So, and I was like, I figured out what controller I wanted. I started looking around the board games. I found them. And then I asked the
Yeah.
one dude, I'm like, so this sign says board games 40% off. I'm like, that's all board games? He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, all right. And I grabbed HeroQuest and I made my way to the counter.
Yeah.
I set it down and he's like, what's funny is when you asked me that and I started double checking in my head, I was thinking to myself, he's going to grab HeroQuest. So I checked it. And that's the only game that they weren't doing that on.
And here's why the thing that pisses me off about that is the fucking sign was right in front of
Yeah, and it says
HeroQuest.
all games.
It says all games. It doesn't say all game. Well, at least I didn't see anything that said except. Well, you know what? I have the picture on my phone. I could
Oh,
look.
that's true. That's true. Is there an asterisk on there or something?
Because it probably does. Except for
Yeah, well, except for
but
the really cool games everyone wants, because then fuck you.
no, it just says 40% off
Those
board games.
bastards.
There's no asterisk. There's no nothing down at the bottom that says except HeroQuest. Nothing. Because I was going to mention to you also, like just below it, they had the expansion for it too. And I'm thinking, man, you could really clean up for 40% off.
I mean, it's one of those things. I'm gonna pull it up for our viewers. It's one of those things where I'll probably end up buying it eventually.
If you do, you can find it. I looked it up on eBay. You can find it closer to like $100 on eBay.
Right.
If you really kind of watch eBay a little bit, you can probably find it on a discount.
It's one of those games that I know, like, my kids will enjoy. I'm sure Michelle would enjoy it. I mean, fuck, you can come over. I know you'd enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just one of those cool ass game systems. And with the power of the internet now, I guarantee people have made their own, like, quests up and everything like that.
And I believe there are two. I think there's two expansions for it.
Maybe three even.
Okay, I was going to say, I think there's at least two for it that are current ones.
And if,
I don't know.
If memory serves me correctly, there was like 20 or to 30 dungeons that came with the original game.
Yeah,
in like the storyline that it was telling,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, I was so disappointed, when you said that because you know, I mean, obviously when you were like, I'm probably gonna pick this up, and I'm like, sweet, like we're gonna have to get a game of this
you're like,
going,
hell yeah, I could play it.
It's like it was children's,
I know. That's what I told the dude. I'm like, I need to
Yeah,
bring back a slice of my childhood here,
yeah,
and I couldn't, unfortunately. One tier.
yeah. That's what the manager over there, when I was talking about that game, he was like, dude, he's like, I had it when I was a kid too, and same thing is like, yours, to where like, because a lot of the stuff in the original one was made from cardboard,
Yeah,
so it just gets
yeah, it just
trashed
gets
over time,
trashed.
which is part of the reason why old editions of the game were worth so much money. Plus, obviously you couldn't get them anymore, but
And it
they
came with really cool minis too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Well,
So
I'll be honest. I was a little disappointed,
yeah,
but at the same
yeah.
time, I mean, there was part of me still looking at it like, "Fuck it, just do it, just do it." And I'm like, "No, you idiot! You got
Right.
bills to pay."
Yeah, because it's like what 135, I think,
Yeah.
full price, which is way more than it was, I'm sure, when we were
Oh, it's
children.
gotta
But
be.
I don't know what it was. I know it wasn't cheap, because I think there's a reason I never owned it, was because it was not cheap. But
I don't remember what the original. Oh,
I'm sure it wasn't $140 though, because I can't see your parents paying that
oh
for
God,
it.
no! They would have told me to go fuck
So,
myself.
but I could see that being a $30 or $40 game when we were kids, though.
There you go.
Which would have been
HeroQuest original price. Oops.
yeah, I was gonna say,
My
because that would be
images.
exorbitant for a game when we were kids. You know,
The new version's not. Yeah, but I want the original price. Oh,
right?
did my
Like
mouse
the
just
SR.
die? Jesus. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Really?
$30.
Oh, okay. I see. I wasn't too
Yeah,
far off.
according to someone on Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Man,
I know, right?
that's insane.
So yeah, I was a little.
It is a better quality now than it was before. From what I've been told, but I don't know. I haven't
The
obviously.
box is huge, so I can only assume everything's laid out in the box better.
Yeah,
Or it might
probably.
actually have maybe compartments to hold the expansions too, like a lot of these new games do. And Avalon Hill puts it out. They're really good of making like
Yeah.
good boxes,
Yeah.
basically.
Right. Right. And they knew when they were making this that there were expansions being planned.
Yeah.
So you might be right. They might have already predetermined, oh, we're going to make 2 or something like that, or 17, or whatever.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I will get it eventually. Oh yes, it will be mine.
Right. Right. Right.
Um,
Fair enough.
you know what I know I shit on Bud Light earlier, but you know what we almost bought when I
Bud
bought
Light.
Leah's window shaker air conditioner unit, so they didn't have a heat stroke when they were here.
Yeah, I guess that's important.
And so we went to the Walmart
Oh,
because
yeah.
I looked online at like Home Depot, they were sold out.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, let's go to.
Yeah. It's not the best time to be looking for an air
No,
conditioner.
especially last
It's
week when I got it, when it was balls hot all
right.
week.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
actually, where they have the air conditioners, because we bought a heater from there once before, because cheap place to get, or no, not a heater, humidifier.
Right.
I remember seeing air conditioners over there, and when we got over there, the only ones they had were like $500. I'm like, I'm
Oh,
not
geez.
spending this much money on it.
No, that's quite a
No.
bit.
But up
Right.
towards the front of the store, they had a whole aisle of fans, and there was like 3 air conditioners left. And it was like whatever, $150. That I was willing to spend that. It's like this little one room. There's
Right.
nothing smart about it. It has no thermostat. It just has an on switch basically.
What? And you bought it? It's not tactical or smart, and you still
I
purchased
know.
it?
Well, it is tactical because it's black, so it's like
Oh,
it's
okay.
like got stealth.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. Whew. I was gonna say those are like your only 2 parameters for buying
I know,
anything,
right? I got.
or being a
I mean, I could
product.
probably tape a holster to it. Tactical air conditioner.
That would be funny.
Should be a video
Like,
we
what
do.
makes it?
Just like
Yeah.
taping knives to things and become tactical all of a sudden.
Yeah. Just make everything tactical. Yeah.
Since I don't have a holster, but boy, do I have knives.
Yeah.
But so we're perusing the Walmarts, and of course they have their giant yeehaw, these colors don't run. Red, white, and
Yeah.
blue. Here comes the 4th of July section.
Sure, of course. Yeah.
And, you know, God bless the man. But Michelle's dad, Bud Light is his beer of choice.
Right.
And they had a Bud Light cowboy hat. And Michelle's like, I should buy that for my dad. So we grabbed it. Do you want to know how much this Bud Light cowboy hat was?
$25.
Okay, that's a little more.
Okay.
But I guess maybe I should have led in better. I'm sorry, Brian. I let you down here.
All right.
It's a $15 hat, which isn't bad when you think, well, for a cowboy hat, it's not bad. It's cardboard.
What?
Yes, it's cardboard.
Is it made from like a Bud Light package?
It kind of looks like it, but it's like if it was like fabric and it was $15, whatever.
Right. Well, if it was made from fashioned from a Bud Light case, I could even see, like, I still wouldn't pay 15 for it, but it would at least have some novelty to that part of it.
It was just like, it just had Bud Light logos all over it, though. It didn't look like it was like a broke down 12-pack or anything like that.
Oh, forget it.
It's just, but it's like $15 for a cardboard fucking hat. And and I'm not, if anyone who listens to this likes Walmart, well, I'm sorry. But I'm not trying to shit on the people that shop at Walmart. But boy, do they know their crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Yeah. I was dude, there was this group of 2 guys and a woman. And they both had, like, all 3 of them, I think, had tank tops on. And the one dude was not a small guy. Kind of looked like he rolled around on a barbershop floor. And I mean, it was you could be 20 feet away and you could get the BO.
Oh, wow.
It was horrible.
That's a strong move.
Aggressive. Like, I didn't notice it the first Michelle was like, oh my God, these people. And I didn't notice it, but then we walked up an aisle and they were ahead of us. We're walking the same way, and we were like walking into the cloud. And we had to like cut over to get away from it. It was funny because we cut over and went up one aisle, and the people that were right behind them were also cutting over because they popped out right in front of us,
Yeah, you didn't want to draft them. Yeah.
Oh, God. I couldn't believe how bad they stunk.
Yeah. So I'll never get that. Like, I can understand, like, you know me, like, I'm when I get up, I'm put on clothes. I'm not a lay around in like comfy pants guy. I never have been. Like, when I go out to the store, I'm not like a sweatpants guy, something like that, right? So, but even that, it's like, I understand why people do, right?
Oh, yeah.
But the body odor part, it's like, man, I get it though too. It's like you probably hit a point where you don't realize how bad you reek.
Oh, for sure.
How does someone else, unless they're so used to it that, like the Febreze commercials talk about people being nose blind, it's like, maybe that's what it is. That you're just around the people enough that you become nose blind completely to it. It's like, dude, if like I get a little whiff that I stink, I get real self-aware about it.
Oh, yeah. Same.
Like if I'm out in public, I have bought deodorant while I'm been out because I'm like, man, I'm starting to stink and I'm not going to be home anytime where I can, like, I went into the bathroom at a Target one time and did a little pit clean and fresh coat on there.
Keep the receipt. Be like, I don't need this anymore.
Oh, I didn't buy it. I just grabbed it off the shelf and used it. I just put it back. Made sure I left a couple hairs on it.
Well, yeah, for sure. You got to mark your territory.
Right. God, can you imagine getting home, popping the cap off your deodorant? There's fucking hairs on it.
God, I would. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I would do, honestly. I'd be so thrown off my rhythm as a human.
Right. There's our move when we make the Salty Language brand deodorant line. Is we're gonna include, like, they won't be like human hairs. They'll just be like little synthetic hairs or something on it, so it looks like there's hair on the
or just have them like integrated within the chunk of deodorant, so as you like wearing into it, you get little hairs every once in a while.
It's a good move. I like it. We're gonna do that with our soap too.
Yeah, for
the bar
sure.
soap, for sure.
Yeah. The official Salty Language pube wash.
Right. That way, no matter what, like, you keep trying to get that hair off the bar soap, but there's just more.
Yeah, those are exfoliating hairs.
Right.
Those are our patented scrubbing hairs.
Right.
It's scrubbing with an IN, you know?
Right. Well, of course. Of course.
That's fucking gross.
Mint. Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that shit though, that stupid hat.
Yeah.
Anytime I go to Walmart, it's always an experience. And it's not a good one either.
Not usually. It's, the last really good experience I had in Walmart was probably when I found that dinosaur head that I put on and took a picture that I really wish I would have bought.
I mean, fair enough.
I should have bought it. But I'm very glad that I got a selfie with it on my head.
Oh, you know what? I do have one thing I have to say about the experience. Is for some reason, Walmart's got 84 lanes.
Yes.
And like 2 people work them.
Yeah.
But everyone was in the U-Scan-It's. And there's like the people working registers just kind of standing there bored, which was like, oh, this is funny.
Yeah, right.
So we went and, had a lady cash us out. And this lady was just like, I don't know what country she hailed from, but she wasn't, native to our country, just judging by the accent.
Yeah.
And she was just terrific. Because, like, I rang up the air conditioner, and I already saw the thing pop up on the little, like, credit card machine that was like 3-year warranty. And I was like, I'm just getting ready for her to ask. So I can just tell her no.
Yeah.
And she just looks up at the screen. She goes, oh, you don't want this. And just cleared it out.
Love it.
Like, wow, that's amazing.
Oh, what if you did want it?
I know, right? Well, I mean, I didn't, but you're right. What if I did?
Sure. No, you didn't.
No.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that, oh, you don't want this.
Yeah. No.
It's like, thank you, lady. Thank you for saving me the trouble of telling you I don't want that.
Slapping you right across the face. How dare you ask me?
How dare you? Don't even look me in the eyes.
You know who I am.
Thank you.
Like, I don't understand what that has to do with anything.
You're here at Walmart.
Yeah. Like, how are you acting high and mighty? You're at Walmart.
I'm taller than you, little foreign lady.
God damn, she's right.
Oh, I do have something to bring up now that I'm sitting here drinking my delicious Arizona.
Really quick before you get into that, like, last thing on Walmart was the last time I was there, it was right before close. And they had all the U-Scans were the only things open, right? When you get over there, there is literally a line of employees that were just standing around with nothing to do.
Yeah.
And it was like, they're just waiting for everything to wrap up, basically. And they're just standing there. And I'm like, this is amazing. There's like 8 employees standing here doing absolutely bumfuck. Like, they were doing nothing.
Good old bumfuck.
It was good times. Anyway, so, yeah.
So, over the weekend, right? I think we might have talked about it maybe. I can't remember if we talked about it on the podcast or just in person.
Yeah.
But, like, we talked about the Arizona price increase.
Yes.
Apparently that's false.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because, geez.
Yeah, false. But I was...
For those who don't know, I had seen a meme where it showed somebody holding 2 cans of Arizona. One said 99 cents on it. Another one said $1.29. And my first reaction to it was not of surprise because everything's going up right now. But also it was like, wow, is there a more inflation-proof product than Arizona tea? Because it's been like 99 cents for a can for like 75 years.
Yeah, for sure, right?
As long as I can remember, those tall boys have been like 99 cents.
Yeah, they've been 99 cents forever.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to do a little investigating on this more because a guy I used to work with, one day he had an Arizona energy drink. And I was like, Arizona makes energy drinks?
I didn't even know that either. Yeah, I just figured the caffeine in the tea would be your energy.
Right.
Well,
and this dude was like, he was in pretty good shape, and he was always drinking 0 sugar energy drinks. And he's like, oh yeah, these things are great. He's like, if I find them and I don't see them very often, I always buy them up.
Okay.
Like, oh, all right, fair enough. So we, got some drinks from a convenience store or whatever over the weekend, and they had Arizona energy. I'm like, oh, well, let me try this.
Did you look at the date first to see if they're from like 1840?
I should have. I didn't.
It says right on the thing, discontinued in like
No
1982.
wonder no one could find them.
There's no energy left in them.
Zero energy.
It's drained.
But much like everything else in Arizona, the big giant tall boy was 99 cents.
Sure.
So I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, well, I'm going to work tomorrow. I'll just, I'll enjoy this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cracked it open in the morning, tasted pretty good. I was like, all right. Wasn't really like feeling that weird buzz like sometimes you get. But then I looked at the nutrition. Yeah. God damn, that thing was full of sugar. Oh my God.
And you didn't feel a buzz from it. That's the crazy
I know,
part.
Right? Yeah. So, but that got me thinking when I got home. I was like, you know what? I should look on their website to see if they got like zero sugar energy drinks.
Yeah.
Because everyone does now. Of course they do.
Yeah.
But they have so much stuff that I didn't know they had.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, they've got so many drinks out there. But they have awesome merch.
Oh, okay.
They sell alcoholic drinks too, Brian.
I was going to ask about that because everybody seems to also now, that's the other thing a lot of these companies and stuff have is alcoholic versions of their non-alcoholic drinks.
I want
because why wouldn't you, right?
Merch. I want to pull up the merch.
Sorry, no merch for you, I guess.
For me. No, they have some terrific ass merch with like some cool buck. I don't know why it's not opening up. Fuck their website apparently.
All right.
But yeah, I was blown away by how much product they had.
Yeah, well, we've had that happen before. Remember when we looked up Faygo? You remember we saw there's like a bajillion different flavors of Faygo, and we were like, wait a minute, I haven't even had some of these or heard of some of these. And we literally live in the backyard of Faygo.
I mean, you're not
like,
wrong.
And it's just because like the stores here just don't carry Faygo like they used to, unless like convenience stores.
Right.
And that's my thing. Like, I don't go in convenience stores very much because, even when you're getting gas, I don't go in anymore. You just pay at the pump.
The only time I go in is like, oh man, I need a bev. That's
right.
about it.
Or a Rolly Dog or something,
Yeah, well, I was going to say I had a Rolly Dog.
I couldn't tell you the last time I did. I was probably a little kid. I know it was at 7-Eleven.
You remember it because it was traumatic?
No, actually, it tasted fine, but
I mean, you can't go wrong with Rolly Dogs. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that thing probably rolled enough to have rolled from one side of the country to the other before it got bought.
I mean, you're probably right.
No, I actually the guy who owns 7-Eleven there, like I know for a fact that they actually like took those out after, the amount of time they're supposed to, because I was there and saw it with my own eyes plenty of times. But
very nice.
Yeah. But still, it was, No, actually, what the thing I used to get if I ever got food at 7-Eleven, it was usually the taquitos or whatever that they used to have.
Hell yeah.
Used to grab taquitos because I used to have them, I think, like 3 for $1 or something like that, or 3 for $1.50. Grab those and a big gulp.
I mean, living like a champion, really.
Yeah, like a king.
Like a king, like a goddamn king.
Because that kings were known for eating taquitos.
I mean, in my kingdom, they are.
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while, I mean, they're taquitos, but the taco place up to me, they're called roll tacos.
Right.
And they're delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see how you could go wrong with that.
Yeah, so I always buy these cases of Arizona Slim cans from Aldi because my kids like them, and they are good. But even the Arnold Palmer like light, still quite a lot of sugar in there.
Well, it's an amazing thing, right? Like I've pointed that out to people when they get like reduced sodium soup or something. Like, you go, yeah, it's reduced sodium, but look at the sodium. It's still got a lot of sodium.
Yeah, this. Oh God, that was loud.
Oh my goodness.
This slim can of Arnold Palmer Light.
Yeah.
It's 18 grams of sugar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still a lot less than a can of like soda.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, a lot of those are like 40 or whatever grams.
I have an old can from last week that never made it to recycling of just the classic Arizona green tea with ginseng and honey.
Right.
It's 24 grams. I mean,
yeah.
It's more sugar than I really want in my life, I'll be honest.
Yeah, understandably. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, but if they have a zero sugar version, then well, it depends on what the sweetener is, though. I guess. Yeah, if it's got some funky sweetener
Yeah.
on the zero sugar.
I mean, this is funky as in high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, that's what
Oh,
you're looking
pear
for.
juice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
I don't know. I mean, I've always, ever since Arizona came out, which according to their website I just had up was in 1992. So that was in our formative years.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been a fan.
Yeah. I've not drank much of their product because I'm not a tea person.
Right.
So I think they had other stuff at one point. I'm sure
mean,
they
they
probably
have
still
a watermelon drink. Maybe you should try that.
maybe that's I feel like I had their watermelon drink. So
and I'll be honest, I mean, like this doesn't taste like tea to me. It tastes like just lemonade.
okay.
Yeah, but
it's interesting.
if you ever, I mean, I usually have them just on stock in my fridge if you ever want to try one out.
Yeah. I just open one and, just
nope.
spike the can off the floor.
Yeah, it's just weird. Weird though. I don't know. Fucking Arizona.
Yeah.
Doing Arizona shit.
Well, I guess, you just got to find the zero sugar stuff.
I guess, right?
You got to start hitting up all the convenience stores to try to find it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I pulled up their website, they just came out with a green tea and honey and cucumber. I'm like, that actually sounds pretty good.
That sounds way too fancy.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, that's all right. I kind of want to find that.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough about Arizona.
All right. You're right. I'm done with them.
Running out of beverages, Brian.
I know. That's just I just about killed off my aha over here. Yeah, I still have some of the blueberry pomegranate.
Nice.
Yeah. I actually was moving stuff in my fridge the other day and found I actually still have a can of cherry bubbly in there. I was like, I don't know how old this is, but I can't imagine it'd be bad.
I wouldn't think so.
I mean, unless the natural flavors go weird over time or something. But it's like, I'll still give it a try at some point. Worst that can happen is I open it and just die instantly or something.
Right. Fair enough.
It happens. It's all right. Yeah. Wow, I didn't see that coming. How did he die? Open an old can of cherry bubbly. Huh?
You don't say.
That is the fourth person I've heard
died
that way.
Would you imagine that?
Yeah, I was actually looking. I'm gonna have to probably get me some more spicy waters next time I'm at the store.
The old spices, huh?
Getting low. I've been drinking more because of the one medicine I'm on gives me like bad dry mouth sometimes. Or not dry mouth, but it's like I cannot quench my thirst.
It's called cotton mouth, Brian.
Too much weed. No, it's like I can't, like, nothing quenches my thirst sometimes. So I've been drinking a lot of the Mio, the one that has the electrolytes in it.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah,
they've got like three different flavors that I found now. There's blue, purple, and lemon lime.
Hell yeah.
So
those sound like flavors.
The blue
to me.
one is right. The purple one's great, but you have to call it purple because it's purple drink.
Purple. Yeah, for sure.
But those seem to help me. So I've been drinking quite a bit of that when I'm, that or just regular water, of course. But every once in a while, I like to still have a spicy water. Really, what I should do, I really need to just go get the damn CO2 tank for my soda stream and just freaking use that again.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, because they sell like little bubbly, like bottles of the bubbly flavoring, even if I want that.
Why not?
But
Kemosabe, jump on it.
I just need to do. And Target still does the old like if you take one in, it's $15 to get a new one. Otherwise like $30 to get a new one.
Too bad you can't just hook it up to one of those big giant CO2 tanks. Be like, just like
dude, you imagine that first time because you'd get a little loose with that knob one of the times and just blow your bottle apart.
I'm sure.
Be like those rockets that you stomp on.
And yeah, now we're talking. To the moon, baby.
Yeah, I'm like, oh boy.
To the moon.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time, actually.
Yeah, actually, it could be fun.
Right.
Yeah, I
right.
keep forgetting about that. I do need to just, that's really the move. Instead of buying more spicy waters, I should just go do that because I can get a bunch of spicy waters out of that.
Right.
I mean, I still have to buy a flavoring of some sort for them, but the Mio works as flavoring.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
I'm buying that anyway. So, anyways,
Anywho.
anywho, oh man, did you watch the Obi-Wan
I
finale?
did.
Egg salad. All right. Well, spoiler alerts for anyone who hasn't.
Losers.
What'd you think?
Yeah, I liked it.
I thought the finale was one of the best
Yeah, it's
episodes.
probably the high point of the series.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks though because it's so hard to turn off the why didn't he just kill Vader?
Yeah, well, because he didn't want to become that, right?
Yeah, right.
He's
But
still
also,
Obi-Wan.
I mean, we know why because obviously he's got to live for the next movie.
Well, I mean that too. Because canon.
Right. I did think I was like, I really loved. I think I mentioned it last time how you can see Obi-Wan's stances change based on his confidence.
Yes.
And you noticed it again. You noticed how he went into that overhead, like aggressive stance, and then he was very much the aggressor in the fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
so
afterwards.
right,
Yeah,
after he got buried.
After he got his teeth kicked in a little bit.
Dude, he toe up Vader after that though.
Yeah,
I mean, man, went right at the mechanical shit in his, chest and whatnot to really, make it to where he was having trouble breathing. I was like, dang, son.
I think
I thought if it wasn't for the movies, you would really go, man, he might kill him, but obviously you're like, well, he's not going to kill him because he's in the next movie.
Because he's got a,
Although we do have the knowledge that the Emperor has been working on cloning technology. So, he could have had a clone.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
Oh, God. I would hope they wouldn't do that. Not after the shit show of cloning stuff that the last movie
Still haven't
was.
seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all agreed in this house that the coolest part of that whole thing was like once, like Vader's helmet got split open. And it was like Hayden Christensen's voice, and then it'd go into Vader, like James Earl Jones, and it'd come back. Yeah, it was kind of like him like drifting back and forth between the two parts of him.
Right.
I thought that was cool. Yeah.
I did too. The line he says to Obi-Wan's pretty dope, and it's interesting because we talked about how there was really not much they're going to be able to do to full on like give wow moments in this episode.
Yeah.
The one that I felt like was a wow episode to me was the one like after Obi-Wan gets buried and he gets out, the one part where he's literally got like 1,000 rocks being held up by the Force and he's barely doing anything. Like he's not straining at all.
I mean, the Force was with him.
You think about like when he was in the thing trying to hold the cracks of the thing together and he was struggling to hold that. And he's standing there and literally he's got like all the rocks in the world up in the air. And then he's just individually throwing them at Vader without really putting any effort into it. And I was like, oh shit. Like we kind of, it's interesting when you get to see little flashes of Obi-Wan and go, dude, this dude's got some fucking power. Yeah. Like he's a legit like badass.
I mean, he was a general and a Jedi Knight, or a master, not just a knight.
Yeah. I just think it's kind of cool because he's also been very zen for the most part.
Yeah.
It's cool sometimes when he's just like, oh, you want to fuck around.
Like,
like, okay.
All right. Let me pop my nails off.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. He's taking his nails and shit off. Yep, that's what it was, and he's like, okay, I see what you got. Like, motherfucker, you're still the student.
Exactly. All right, bitch.
Yeah. Somebody come to daddy for a paddling.
It was good though. It was good.
Yeah, I liked it. I read today that apparently Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor have both been like really hopeful that there's another season.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, if there's another season, I kind of don't want Vader in it.
It's like, what else could they do?
other than they just keep chasing him. If you want to do the Inquisitors and do another season, that I'd be down for. But even then, the Inquisitors that are left, if you've watched Rebels, you know they're in Rebels, which is down the road. So it's like, I'd much prefer almost they just create some other things for him to do, because otherwise all he can basically do is it could become, Kung Fu the Legend Continues, where it's Obi-Wan just drifting across Tatooine helping people, and you already have the Mandalorian. That's what that show
and Boba Fett.
And that's right, and that's what they're doing over there. So I kind of don't feel like you need any more Obi-Wan. I think this wrapped up the middle part about as well as you can wrap it up at the moment.
If Hayden Christensen wants to keep getting a paycheck, they could do a Vader show.
That I'd be okay with too. Yeah. Like showing Vader from now to A New Hope, where Vader's just a badass and doing some of the stuff they've done in the comic book. Yeah. Sure, that I'd be down for, but I don't feel like Obi-Wan needs to be part of that.
No.
And I feel like if they do another season of Obi-Wan, I don't feel like Vader needs to be part of it, other than maybe they still are connected via the Force, so he kind of feels him out there or stuff like that. I'd be okay with, but
no, I don't think there needs to be another season of Obi-Wan.
Right, because you look, there's the training sequences, there's their first fight in the show where Vader basically wins. Well, he does win. Yeah. There's not basic. He does win. Obi-Wan gets his ass saved. The second fight, Obi-Wan kind of wins, and then or not kind of. Obi-Wan wins round 2, and then round 3, Vader just hits him in the jacket and he turns to dust, basically. So they've got their arc. I don't feel like you need any more fights between the two of them.
I agree.
I really don't. Yeah. But I would be down for Hayden Christensen being Vader for a little more. Cool. I think that I'd be okay with that. Do a 6 or 8 episode arc of
Vader
him.
Doing Vader shit.
Yeah. That's just what's called Vader shit. Vader shit. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be all right.
Yeah.
Dying.
Yeah, I saw people mention that they thought the finale was better than the breadth of the show, and I kind of feel that way too. I think the finale was the best episode.
Yeah, I enjoyed the show, but the finale was where it was at.
I also loved the little nods, like when Owen is like, "Do you want to meet him?" and he walks up and he's like, "Oh, hello there," basically, and it's like for anyone who doesn't know, that's what Obi-Wan says to him in A New Hope when they first run into each other.
Says to General Grievous. General
Kenobi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hello there.
Hello there. So I think it's cool they, very much were in tune with repeating some stuff there. I thought there was sort of a little nice nods to the rest of the series.
And I almost want to say, but I could be wrong, that like toy he was walking up with, I think is in A New Hope.
Yes, I believe it is.
I haven't watched any of those like Easter egg videos yet because I wanted to finish the series, because I was behind for a while.
Right. Yeah, and those Easter eggs, like the ones I watch, are like 15 minutes. They're pretty in depth. Although there are advertisements you scrub through in those,
but, of course.
Right. Yeah. Especially when you're like, oh, I can see where the ads go. Oh, there's where it ends.
The only scrubs in this video is us.
Yeah, true. It's true.
Now I'm just waiting for the next thing to watch. Probably gonna start The Boys.
Oh, I really want to watch that. I don't have the Amazons though. One last thing on Obi-Wan. One of the coolest things in the whole show is the final lightsaber battle when it's lit basically by lightsabers only. To where Obi-Wan is completely lit by his blue saber and Vader's lit completely by his red one, and the fighting and stuff. It's a really, really fun scene to watch.
Yeah, it was very anime.
Even if a person doesn't really want to watch the series, I thought that's a cool thing to, maybe find on YouTube or somewhere.
Just watch the series. What are you doing?
Or just watch the series. All right, sorry. Tony says we have to watch the series. Once again, there was a couple moments in this one though that they got that like close up of Hayden Christensen, and you get the like, this is certainly not 18-year-old Hayden Christensen.
It's like Steve Buscemi from whatever movie.
Yeah.
What's up, youths? Right. You know, holding a skateboard.
It's like, yo, I could see his crow's feet. You know,
like he's supposed to be a Padawan.
But, yeah, I mean, you know, he's a slow learner. You know, I mean, he is. I mean, he isn't, but he is.
True.
You think about
takes his whole life to learn.
You know, he never passes the test. He never becomes a Jedi.
My favorite thing that I just noticed is I when we started talking to Obi-Wan, I pulled up Obi-Wan, just put up images, and I'm looking at related searches. And if you go like 5 over, it's just Jesus.
Those are one of my favorite things. Is when people were doing that, like
Obi-Wan pictures of Jesus. Yeah.
Yep.
Good times.
Obi-Wan take the wheel, you know. Speaking of, I forgot, there's one kind of Jesus moment in the show that made me laugh, and I don't think it was supposed to be, but it was there, which is, again, spoilers in case people have kind of come back in. We do get to see Qui-Gon finally.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
You know, and oddly enough, did you notice I didn't see Liam Neeson credited?
I honestly
in
didn't
the
look
credits.
for it.
I looked and I didn't, unless I missed it early, because it said in order of appearance, so it should have been one of the last ones. And I'm like, then I was like, okay, he's not there, and I'm like, oh well, maybe it's after the, you know, with Hayden Christensen, but nope, I didn't see it at all. So unless I missed it, they didn't credit him, which is interesting. And they, even if he didn't act it and they did the AI bullshit, they still credit, because like James Earl Jones didn't do any of the lines for the show. Yeah, it's all done with the, what do you call it? The AI shit? That like pieces your.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. So that's why, but they still credit him the thing because it's still his voice. So they still, and I think he still draws a paycheck off of it. Which,
I mean, he should draw a paycheck. Yeah. His whole family should draw paychecks after he passes. I mean,
yeah,
come
that's
on.
True.
There's no other voice for Darth Vader.
When he talks to Qui-Gon, and then when Qui-Gon's like, you know, come on, we have a lot to learn or to discuss or whatever, and then you see him on the camel, like just walking, and in my head I'm laughing because Qui-Gon's there, but then you only see one set of footprints.
Yes.
I was like, oh no. I just kind of laughed out loud about it because it was, you know, like I said, I don't think it was supposed to be that. I think it really was just supposed to be, you know, that's just the end scene is all it was.
I don't think they deep faked Liam Neeson because he looked old as fuck. He looked pretty, I was like,
I don't.
Apparently you age in the Force afterlife. Who knew?
Well, that's going to be the weird part, right? Like when they show Anakin when they showed him as a Force ghost, he looks like 18, that's and true. You know, now like what's going on?
I don't. Little old man they used to have in the originals.
Oh, seriously, right? Yeah, it says Liam Neeson was asked about it. He returned for that role, and he's actually quoted as saying, "I didn't want anyone else playing him." It's like, well, they weren't going to recast him. I can't imagine. I would assume they would have just deep faked it if they needed to, like paid him but deep faked it, basically. You know. Well, that's cool. I didn't know for sure if.
I mean, he's got a did it or not because set of skills, and one of those is playing Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah. Listen, I can't blame him, right? I mean, for like a 2-second bit in the movie, you probably got a nice, healthy paycheck, I'm sure, because it's Star Wars.
The Wars of the Star. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping like a Darth Maul appearance was gonna happen sometime.
Right, like Darth Maul shows up on the other side, like it's the Angel Devil thing.
Just sitting on his shoulder. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Darth Maul's for sure not Obi-Wan's devil. That's Anakin for sure is his devil. Or his self-doubt, I guess, technically would be his devil. Suppose.
Or maybe that job in that weird meat packing plant.
Nah, I think he liked that job. I think he was happy there. You know, just bringing home a bit of meat for his
little slice of goodness.
His camel thing. Yeah, just and then eating his MREs or whatever it seemed that he was eating. I think he was real. There's no way he was.
Are you saying
No,
Obi-Wan was just like living on Tatooine as a prepper? He says 5-gallon buckets full of food.
I mean, it kind of was. He went back and, like added water to whatever in that bowl, and it pretty much was just some. That explains the look of it. Good shit. Good shit, though. Yeah. I watched the new episode of Ms. Marvel, and they kind of feel like there's a villain in direction now.
Oh yeah.
To it, and her powers are showing up a little bit more, but she's still learning her powers. Yeah. So, but like I said, it's a good show, but it's just it's a different show than what they've been doing, because like I said, it's very much teenage coming of age, because she's learning her powers as she's
right,
that battle that she finds and what it's unlocked in her. So, but it's good. I've enjoyed it.
It's good that it's good.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not one that I'd be like, dude, you have to, but it's good. It's still very watchable. The uncomfortableness of her as a teenage girl in some of the scenarios is, right on point. Like, when the cute boy, kind of calls her cute, she goes home and has the like screaming into a pillow and kicking like excitement. And, it's very teenagery, but that's what she is.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, but it's cool though. They finally they're letting her kind of find her powers a little more, which I think will help, because, when you're like, here's a superhero show and we don't really get to see much of the powers in the first couple episodes, and you're like, okay, was this going to be the Hulk movie where we don't see Hulk for like 2 hours? Like, can we get to the superhero though? I want to make a psychological Hulk movie. Like, no one wants that. We want Hulk smash, damn it.
I want to make a Hulk movie combined with like Crouching Tiger. Like, no.
Right. No. Like, we don't want a porn where we have to wait an hour and a half before they bang. I mean, maybe if you're into edging or something, but anyway. And then I got 2 more episodes of Dark Side of the Ring to go, and I'll be all caught up on that. So yeah, just watched the Luna Vachon one last night, and a couple episodes ago was the Plane Ride from Hell, with the old the story that got Ric Flair into a bunch of trouble.
I mean, he'll be all right.
Yeah,
Flair, he'll be fine.
He kind of already is all right.
I mean,
because
he's still alive.
For all the people that cancel culture, it's like, it doesn't stop the people. Louis C.K. still doing comedy. Bill Cosby was still doing comedy. Like, most of the people still keep doing what they want to do. So it's like, simmer down.
Still limo riding, jet flying, kiss stealing. Wait.
Yeah. Dick helicoptering. Yeah. Oof. It is tough watching that video, because you do think about it, and is, because it was so dismissed in a lot of ways of it's just boys being boys, and then when you hear the flight attendant giving her side of, Ric Flair helicoptering his dick basically while he's like almost pinning her to the back of the plane, and it's like, that doesn't sound fun.
Woo in her face, I can only imagine.
Yeah. Or Scott Hall, grabbing her and licking her face or whatever,
I mean, he is the bad guy.
Yeah, I imagine being a flight attendant on those kind of flights is probably a nightmare of a job. I bet it pays real well, but it's a nightmare of a job.
Straight up hazard pay right there.
Oh, I would hope so. Good word for what these women probably put up with. Oh my God!
They
between athletes
tip them well too.
Yeah. I mean, not that it justifies any of the behavior, but still, at least, like, good Lord.
Googly.
So, what we got here? Do I have any stories here? Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a couple things.
What do you got, Brian?
Real quick. One, did you see the story of the there's a dude who works for Burger King. For 27 years, he had perfect attendance. Which for any job, that's impressive. I don't care what people say.
Yeah.
Right? 27 years and not missing a day of work. I mean, on one hand, it's impressive. On the other hand, it's like, well, I hope it wasn't because he, you know, like, I don't care that you're having my firstborn. I'm going to Burger King for work. You know, like, but if, you know, whatever. But people do it. But most of us, hell, I never had a string of 27 years of perfect attendance at work, which, like I said, isn't always good, but whatever. The fact is, this guy did it, right? So he ended up getting like a goodie bag that had Reese's Pieces, a clear Starbucks tumbler, a lanyard, 2 pens, a couple of keychains, and 2 packs of Lifesavers.
Sick.
Maybe other stuff. But the guy in the video is still really like humble about it and very appreciative of getting that. And I understand, you know, look, the agreement with you and your employer is I come to work, you pay me for coming to work, right? That's it. That's all, you know. I mean, you know, there can be benefits and blah, blah, blah. But at its core, that's the agreement. You know, here's my time. Here's the money for your time. That's the, you know, the transaction. So the guy was still like super nice about the fact that he got anything for it. And then, you know, so of course there's different ways people have attacked it online. Like, you know, some people are like, you know, go into like the Chris Rock thing of, you know, well, I went to work. It's like, what you want, a cookie? You know, like, but how many people do you know that have gone to work 27 years and never missed a day?
No one that I know of. I mean,
right. You'd think the employer would make a bigger deal out of it.
Last week was my 3-year anniversary at my job, which I can't believe I've been there 3 years already. And I'm going to get $150 on my next paycheck. And I got a shirt that says, I've been busting my glass for 3 years.
Oh, jeez.
But it's actually a really nice shirt.
It'll say. So do you get a new one every year?
I was looking at, because they're doing a whole thing where it's like year 1 you get something, year 3, year 5. So like on year 5, I think it's like $300 and something else. And
okay. Listen, the monetary part, right? Like this guy, from what we know, like he maybe got other stuff too. We don't know. But, you know, like if they had been like, hey, 27 years in a row, not missing a day at work, have a week vacation. Even if they didn't do
it for a week,
but
we'll cover you.
Right. And we're telling you to stay home so you're not breaking your perfect attendance. The other part is it's like, you know, like I hope he hasn't like skipped using his sick days. Cause I mean, listen, but you get those days, you know, so by all means, please use those days. But it is a little like, you'd think they could do a little better than that. But somebody in the comments said that those bags are what they give to use to like at like job fairs to people.
That makes sense, actually.
Or whatever. Because when I was reading it, at first I was like, oh, well, maybe the other employees or the manager of the store out of their own pocket did that. Because sometimes that'll happen. And, you know, you can't really expect them, you know, other people working minimum wage jobs to really, oh, here's $50, you know, or whatever. It's like everyone's living paycheck to paycheck, you know.
27 years.
But you, like I said, you think the owner of the location or the corporation itself, I hope because of the flack, I hope Burger King, like
I saw when I was pulling up images that there's a GoFundMe. It's got like $160,000 on it now.
Oh my God. Okay. See, that's excessive. Whenever I see those, I'm always like, okay, that's a little, you know, ridiculous, but hey, whatever. I ain't going to knock that either.
There needs to be a middle ground. Oh, here you go. Cheeto just says he made it 8 years without a missed day. Sometimes delayed or had to leave for whatever reason. Never had a bonus.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we're not impressed, Cheeto.
This is a sick shirt, Cheeto. I'm aware. No, but for like the 27 years at Burger King, let's be real. He's had perfect attendance longer than a lot of his fellow employees have probably been alive.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Right.
Here's a Sharpie and a kick in the ass. Now get back to work.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, you know, I get I get that they don't owe you anything. You know, the transaction has been satisfied. You've been paid for your job. But it's still like, you'd think though, that's a long ass time. Or at least it, you know, maybe not at 27, but at 25. Like, man, this dude hasn't, you think someone would get wind of it and be like, yo, my man hasn't missed a day in 25 years. We should really encourage this because maybe other people will not miss work then if we give him something really cool.
And I can only assume,
you know?
that this guy is like a stand-up dude. Because I'm looking at these screen caps of, I'm assuming, his social media, and it just says like, super grateful, loyalty pays off, grateful.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, if I was 27 years and like my boss gonna be like, hey, you know, we just were looking at the records and we noticed that you've been working here 27 years, which is amazing. You've never missed a day, never been late. Perfect. Here's some
in
candy
your mind,
in
right
a
then,
tumbler. Like, that might be the day I'd be like, you know what?
Maybe I'm done.
Man, shove it.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought too. That's why I said, I was like, I sure hope, you know, I was really hoping like Burger King, like I said, like hook a brother up with a week off of work or something, or
the king will show up in a big creepy mask and like just jack him off in the back or something.
Hey, listen, that's fine. You know, that's what the tumbler's for.
Yes, it's not a tumbler, it's a fleshlight. Open the lid.
Yeah. This took a turn. I didn't expect this at all.
Yeah, no, that is wild though. I mean, but that's not on Burger King though. That's on the whoever owns that franchise.
Right. But like I said, at this point, if I'm Burger King,
it's now on Burger King.
I'm for sure doing something for this guy. I don't know what. Like, if you catch when maybe he needs a new car, you help him get a car or something or whatever. Like I said, even just hey, have a week off of work on us. Like, we're paying you for a week off of work or something. I mean, you know, just although, you know, they probably wouldn't want him to, because, you know, a guy like that's probably the dude you're calling in all the time because other people are, you know, calling off on you. Old Hank will come in anytime.
He loves working
they don't have. Hey, there are people like that though.
Yeah.
There are that really love, and that's great. You know, like I've been into some of these fast food places, and the people literally seem like they're enjoying themselves, and it's like, this is amazing compared to when you go in and they barely say boo to you. You know, you're like, all right, sorry I bothered you. I just wanted some food. I thought coming into a food place would be okay, but sorry, you know. So yeah, but yeah, like you said, it's like I feel like the GoFundMe for $160,000 is probably that's a little too far. Yeah, like if they did for, you know, and listen, I'm not against the guy getting, you know, if people threw money at him and hey, here's 20 grand, awesome. You know, but when you start getting up into that kind of money, it's great, but it's also like whoa, like. Let's maybe spread the wealth around a little bit and help. Let's find other people maybe who have put in 20 years of service or something without skipping a day. But again, like I said, it's so hard because in my brain I'm going, in 4 years at Hollywood Video, I missed 1 day of work. At Family Video, it was 4 years of work. I missed 1 day of work. And in my head, I'm going, I should have missed way more than that. There were a lot of days I shouldn't have went to work and I did. You know, like the day after I was in a car accident that made it to where I could barely walk for, you know, a short time while I was all swollen up and everything. I went to work the next day because the store manager was on vacation and our assistant manager was leaving that day for a cruise. We literally had no other managers. I was the only person. And I was like, yeah, I can work. I'll just have to sit in the back. I sat in the back the whole time. Like I just sat in the office.
3 years of my current job, I've missed 1 day so far. And it was one of those nights where I was like up all night, just basically shitting my pants.
Those are the 2 days I missed. Those were the reasons, was food poisoning, both places.
It was about 3 or 4 in the morning, and I was still like, I could probably make it. And then it hit me. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right, exactly.
When I was younger, though, I would have went in. But you know, I'm like, I gotta sleep. I'm like, whatever. And then the next day when I came in, people were like, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" And I'm like, "What?" Like, you're always here. You never go off. And I was like, "Oh, well, you know, when you're up all night just on the can. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, I get it.
Everyone's been there. We've all had food poisoning at some point, or the flu. Because even if you've probably had a flu where it's basically the same idea.
Yeah, exactly. You just turn into a freaking like sprinkler.
Yeah.
You know that? You remember the old sprinklers? It was just the octopus and its tentacles wave around, shoot water everywhere.
Yeah,
it's like
that's
that.
About right. Yeah, you're not wrong. It is like that.
Yeah, it's very much like that.
Yeah, sitting on the toilet and holding the bucket.
Oh God, I've been there before.
Or just sitting on the toilet backwards. That's the move.
I mean, you know what? I've never tried that, but
I've joked about it a bunch, but I've never actually.
I mean, that seems like a good spot to put a bucket right up there on the back of the tank.
Oh, I was just talking about taking the lid off the.
I mean, you're right. It is a bucket.
The problem is that
recycling.
The water from there goes into the toilet.
That's fine. So they just flush it again. It's good.
Keep flushing, yeah.
Double flush.
The different form of an upper decker.
Yes.
You know? But anyway,
upper decker.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, good on this guy. But you know what? It's like I love the fact though that this dude was like, okay, I got some Reese's Pieces and blah blah blah, but it was still like he in his head it seems like he was like, oh, I didn't expect anything. This is just what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And oh, it's cool. You gave me anything for doing this.
Well,
you know, and.
Well, like, I mean, with me, what honestly fuels my, like, good attendance I've had anywhere I worked is I like money. You know? I like being able to pay my bills and have a little extra, like, cash in my pocket and...
Yeah.
You know, it's...
Well, and the other part, too, is, like, I know what it's like when you call off.
Oh, yeah. It fucks everybody else, too.
It sucks for everybody else. Yeah. So, you know, there's those elements in there, too. So
it's like today our line went down and they sent a bunch of people home, and like 2 guys that were about ready to leave and they caught them because we were like, oh shit, we can do this, but we need 2 guys.
Oh,
and the one dude was just like, man, I was about ready to get out of here. I'm like, dude, we're gonna do these like 3 things and you're basically standing the whole time. It's easy money. He's like, I don't care. I'm like, I know his wife don't work. And he's got 2 young kids at home. He's like the sole provider.
Yeah, like, it's amazing.
Like, if I was a sole provider of young kids at home, I would be like, how can I stay?
Yeah.
But that's how my brain is.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. Exactly. You can't put your brain in others.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, like I said, good on this guy. He seems from all the stuff you read and stuff there, it sounds like this dude's like a real stand-up guy. So hopefully he does get some good treat out of it in the end.
He got Reese's Pieces.
Well,
that's fucking E.T.'s favorite snack.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, I'm thinking like he should at least get a bigger bag of Reese's Pieces.
Yes. Or maybe like an actual Burger King crown. They should make him the king for a day.
Oh my God. Yes.
Legit.
They should. That would be awesome. Like put him in a parade or something like that.
Right.
Like, make him the king. And I don't mean has to wear the getup. I mean, just a crown on him. Give him a robe.
Crown.
Yep.
And like a bazooka that shoots whoppers. He just starts launching them at the crowd.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Yes.
Or did he still have chicken fries?
Yeah.
What about a Gatling gun that shoots chicken fries? He's just up on the back of the float, just like a hand crank one, though. You know.
Yeah.
It's just chicken fries. No.
Kids would be going crazy.
Kids would be going crazy.
Adults would be going crazy.
Civil War vets diving for cover.
Right. Yeah. It's might not be good if it's a veterans type of.
You know. What are you gonna do? You can't win them all.
Right. I think you win with that idea. That's the move. Is Burger King needs to make him king for a day. They need to shoot a commercial kind of thing.
Put
make
him on social media, whatever.
Do some really fun shit and then give him some sort of a nice payoff at the end kind of thing. You know what's
funny is like another Burger King
today. Yeah.
There's some dude that's been working there like 40 years or lady that hasn't missed a day, and they're like, motherfucker.
Like, I didn't even get a pen.
Like, no one said shit to me. This dude's getting $160,000 and Reese's Pieces.
Right. Yeah, like I said, like I didn't even get a pen.
And I just show up with sore feet every day.
Yeah. This guy's a fucking corporation's dream, though.
Oh yeah, especially as grateful as he looked in those images I was seeing.
Well, because he's one of those, you know how it is, like the company, like you were talking about your company, a lot of companies would do this to where after X amount of time, I remember at Hollywood Video, I think it was after 2 years or 4 years, I don't remember what it was, or maybe it was 3, that I got a watch. And the watch was just one of those, like out of those catalog jank watches, and it fucking had the Hollywood Video logo.
Of course
on
it did.
I'm like, I'm never gonna wear this. Like, you know, I got like that, and I think I got like a T-shirt or something like that.
You should have
and, you know,
unironically rocked that watch as much as you could have.
dude, I should have. Really, I should have worn it to work because I was ruining my watch by wearing it to work.
Oh, yeah, 100% turn that into your work watch.
Should have just destroyed that watch at work.
Yeah.
Instead of my Superman watch.
I'm getting Max Headroom vibes out of you right now. I don't know what's going on for a connection, but it's good stuff.
I don't know. I'm not looking at. All right. No. Oh wow, that is pretty wacky.
Yeah. No, he is a like you say.
Oddly enough, that's what I look like in real life.
True.
So.
This is all filter. No, you're right. He is like a Burger King's like PR freaking dream.
He's
right
that
now.
He's that guy that when corporations look through those catalogs and they go, I know, let's get everybody a water bottle and a lanyard. They will love it. Meanwhile, when they hand them out, everyone's like, and they just throw it in the back of their car and never use it.
Yes.
You know, this is the type of guy they're looking for, because this guy probably bring in the water bottle every day.
Oh yeah, well, dude, I don't know if I ever told the story, but when I got hired into my job, they gave me a water bottle. Yeah, and I was like, fucking cool, because I know, you know, I've worked in this environment before. It's gonna be hot. So next day, I filled up my water bottle with ice and water and took it out on the floor, and I got so much flack because people that have been working there have been like, where'd you get that water bottle? I'm like, I don't know. I
remember that now.
Like, man, I've been working here 10 years. I ain't got a water. And I was like, I'm never using this water bottle.
Right? Yeah, I will drink out of my hand.
Exactly. that water bottle's been in my locker ever since.
That's funny. All right, well, let's move. I got 2 other things here. That one took longer than I thought. Actually,
we went off roading.
This is more sad, but the headline is hilarious. But then when you read the story, it's not as funny. The headline is, a small monkey in a bulletproof vest was found dead after a bloody cartel shootout in Mexico.
Yeah, I saw this.
That's a hilarious, you know, like the concept of all the ways that my brain goes into, and I'm thinking of like Hitmonkey from Hulu, you know, the Marvel Comics character,
for sure.
And like he died in a fiery gun, shootout, you know. And in actuality, it was just it's a spider monkey that belonged to a drug cartel guy, and there was a shootout, but the monkey was not, you know, like firing on people. Unfortunately,
that's what the media is telling you, Brian.
Yeah, he started it. There was a lot of tension, and the monkey fired the first shot.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I want monkey shot first as a T-shirt now.
Yeah, I need to see this too. Monkey shot first,
like the Han situation. But anyway, yeah, it was literally this guy put a bulletproof vest.
Jesus, the monkey wasn't moving. What's the most blurry picture I've ever seen in my life?
Yeah, apparently it was just this guy really liked, you know, his pet monkey and was trying to protect the pet monkey with a bulletproof vest. And unfortunately, it didn't work. And
the monkey, it looks like he's got a tactical hoodie on.
Yeah, well, makes sense. He had a bulletproof vest, a camouflage jacket, and a diaper. Which, honestly, listen, wearing a bulletproof vest, a camouflage jacket, and a diaper and dying in a shootout—that's pretty much how I want to go.
Yes,
you know?
Yes, for sure.
That's just going to be me. If you ever see me in a bulletproof vest, a camouflage jacket, and only a diaper, run.
I mean, I'm pretty sure what we need is you need like a bulletproof vest that has a harness on it that you can strap your monkey into, who also has a bulletproof vest
and a gun. Right.
Yes.
I like this idea. Yeah.
So then,
also, by the way, for everyone who knows, it was a tactical diaper. You know?
Of course it was.
Well, mine would be anyway.
Naturally.
Oh man, it's you know. It's
a little adorable bulletproof vest. Where does one find such a tiny bulletproof vest?
Well, when you have drug cartel money,
true.
You just have one made.
Yeah, that's true. I just wish.
I don't know. It's America. I'm sure you can find small bulletproof vests here. He says with no sarcasm.
Yeah, it's
true. So it says in here, that the statement also said that an autopsy will be carried out by a veterinarian.
Yep, it's
I,
dead.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can figure out how it's dead. It was
don't look very
shot.
Oh well, there you go. I'm sitting there scrolling, looking for monkey-sized bulletproof vests, and they're all man-sized. And then, here's a child wearing a bulletproof vest.
And
hey, happy 4th of July, everybody.
That's exactly what I was getting at. Yep, I knew it. I knew it was out there. It just had to be.
Yes.
So yeah. So, anyways, there's that. Like I said, hilarious headline, not hilarious story because there was, people shot and was it 3 security forces were wounded, 10 criminals were killed, a monkey was killed. I mean,
I like to think that it's like, it's just Planet of the Apes shit starting up. That's all it is.
Right. Yeah. It's got to be tough to write that report as the cop, though. Because in one hand, you got to feel like you're almost writing like a sitcom.
Yeah. On the second hand,
but also,
you're like, I got to put this on my TikTok.
Right.
Like, guys, shit. I just found a monkey all tactically up.
Right. Now, I'll warn you, he's dead.
The little fella's dead as far as we know.
I mean, he got shot up.
I mean, he might be just playing dead, and then he springs up and starts slashing necks.
What if he starts a rap career now?
Oh, I like it.
Because he got shot a bunch of times. Now he's
survived.
He's gonna just do 50 Cent covers going forward.
Yeah, I like it. Just
probably
some chimp noises, or whatever.
Oh, now it's a spider monkey.
Yeah,
they don't make.
You're right.
It's more of a chittering kind of thing. I think it's screaming. You're right. He should do a screamcore version of the stuff. Do way better.
Yes.
Anyway, so the last thing I have here is, did you see that Velveeta releases a cheese-scented nail polish in collaboration with Nails Inc.?
No, I did not, Brian.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably all sold out at this point, but well, maybe not. I don't know if it was in stores or if it was. Anyways, limited edition set of 2 cheese-scented polishes will cost cheese fanatics $15 on the Nails website. It includes 2 shades, which are Finger Food, a bright red, and La Dolce Velveeta, a creamy yellow color. And apparently the cheese scent only appears once they're dry.
Do you really want your nails smelling like fake-ass cheese?
Yes. I want everything to smell like
I'm not going to lie,
cheese.
The Velveeta yellow, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that.
I mean, it is very Velveeta yellow. I was looking at see it on their website. I'm sure it's sold out by now. This is like a week old story. And this shit, as we've covered all sorts of stuff like this at this point, it's always, it always seems to sell out right away.
God damn it. There it goes.
Can't even find it. So, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, they have nail stickers available for $4.99.
Oh, shit. That's not nail polish at all.
Oh, here we go. Velveeta Pinkies Out Polish, Creamy Smooth Cheese Scented Nail Polish Duo. $15. Let's see if it's actually available for sale or not.
$15?
Yeah, you can add it to your bag right now.
Yeah, I'm about ready to paint my Death Toe Velveeta yellow.
Well, I hope that improves the smell.
Actually, that's a terrible idea. My dogs love cheese. Could you imagine that shit?
It'll be like when I was at your place last time. I had just gotten that. I just started using a new like Dove soap, and good God, Bomber thought I was a popsicle.
She's like, this is delicious.
Yeah. So like I told you then, if you need a snack, I'll tell you what kind. You can just buy her bars of it to eat.
Yeah, she's pretty stupid, though.
Well, like I said, just be like, here's an apple. She won't know any different.
That's true. That's true.
You can hand her a bag of nails, and she won't know.
You are correct.
So I'll have a link to this in the show notes. I guess this is a shut up and take my money, but it is.
Soundboard turned off. I guess it's not because the soundboard turned off. There it is.
Shut up and take my money.
Ish, maybe.
Ish. So.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah,
sometimes
that one I was like,
goes too far.
I do. I'm with you though. It's like when I first saw the yellow though, I'm like, it does really look like Velveeta. Yeah. The color of it and stuff. So on your nails, it's gonna look like Velveeta.
I mean, the yellow itself is cool.
The red's weird, but because they don't really have red Velveeta, because that would be strange.
Yeah, that would be really weird. I mean, although flaming hot Velveeta,
red velvet
I'm not mad if Flaming Hot Velveeta came out, because
that
make
actually
some banging cheese dip then.
Yeah. There's your move.
I'm just saying, everybody.
All right. Do you have anything else? Or are you ready for Q of the W time?
No, I'm ready. Definitely ready for QoftheW, Brian. I'm about ready to throw a piss as soon as I can.
Oh, all right.
You know how that goes.
Yep. So last week we asked you. Oh shit! I forgot. I have the wrong thing pulled up.
I got you. Last week we. Oh, where the fuck is it? Come on, Last week we asked you what thing would be drastically different if it lasted 1 minute longer.
Right.
So
Tony's life right now, trying not to piss.
Yeah, no, it hasn't reached critical mass yet. Weird. I got to turn on all comments because Meta is shit.
By the way, a minute ago, Cheeto posted that his nails already smell like fake cheese, basically. So
I mean, fair enough. Heno. He says a shot to the nuts. Hot pizza sauce on the roof of the mouth. Waxing pubic hairs. That queasy feeling after a gulp of cod liver oil. Ice cream headache. That's a good one.
Boy, he's really thought about this.
I know, right? Sudden drop from turbulence on a plane.
Oh, I haven't had it from a plane, but that drop on a roller coaster, I'd assume, is probably similar.
Yeah,
right?
It's a little more aggressive on a plane sometimes.
Well, I said similar. I didn't say
fair enough.
Yeah.
Insertion of a catheter.
Oh.
And a sneeze. Which, by the way, if that build up to a sneeze lasted a minute longer, mine already lasts like 15 minutes, it feels like sometimes.
Right. Or the sneeze part.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if instead of being like, achoo, yeah. No kidding.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
Yeah, that would hurt like hell if you were pushing that much force out of your face for a full minute.
Yeah, that'd be the worst.
Dude, the one when he said pizza sauce on the roof of your mouth, cheese on the tongue, I think would be worse, but I get where he's going with that. Because you and I both had the cheese on the tongue for a minute. And
the roof of the mouth.
We're changed people.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I burnt the roof of my mouth again. Oh, shit. Yeah,
so
those are good.
Those are good. That was a nice list. Appreciate it, Heno.
Good, because I don't have a bunch of answers, so I'm glad he was thorough.
Well, Kiki, she says sex, and then laughy face. Ah! I mean, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe. Probably not. I don't know. If I agree with that.
I'm sure there's times where a minute can make a difference.
That's true. That's true. And then Diamond Top Fan, which that reappeared on Dev's.
Oh.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Hey, Big Bev.
He says that Kiki beat him to it.
Yeah, she did. Sorry.
There you go. That's what I have on the face page. But Brian, I can flip it over here to the Instas.
All right.
And on the Instas, we got Short Sigh, which, shout out to my dude over there across the pond. Says, oh, God, we all like a shot at the end of a beer session. Can you imagine the damage of drinking a minute worth of scotch or bourbon after a skin full of beer? Game over, man. Game over.
Oh, you're not wrong. Oh, you're not wrong, man. Yeah.
And then the Google goddess. She chimes in and says, an orgasm.
Yeah, that's fair.
That would suck for a minute.
Yeah, it'd be more like an oh.
And then I also made a little TikTok and turned it into a reel as well for this whole.
Did you do a dance with it?
I did not do a dance.
I thought you had to do a dance or be very aggressive in order to do TikTok.
I mean, I am wearing aviators and like a cowboy hat looking thing.
Oh, because all the TikToks I see, that they're either very aggressive, like cooking videos, or where they're almost like throwing things at you and yelling, basically.
You haven't seen the right TikToks, Brian.
Oh, all
right. So Steve Zero, he says the easy answer is ejaculation. Hard mode is hiding your boner in gym class. Expert level ejaculation in gym class.
I like the escalation there. That was nice.
That was nice.
Yeah. He's not wrong. If you get the old involuntary boner in gym class, there's no books to hide behind.
You're just doomed.
The best you can do is that's when you pull the old move of like you grab your shorts and you kind of like at the bottoms and you kind of lean forward like you're out of breath.
Or you just put your hands on your hips like Peter Pan and present.
Yeah, or that, I guess. Yeah. I guess it depends on what you're playing, too.
That's true.
Now, if you're playing softball, maybe just go ahead and, get a hit.
Get a hit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to flip it over here now to TikTok, Brian.
My goodness.
Where Leah says, and my daughter, my child, says Chernobyl, which I figure is pretty disastrous anyway, but I guess what's in our minute?
Right.
And then I don't know if this was just spam when I posted this or if it was a response. Yeah. But after I posted it, someone just sent me a video of K-pop. So a minute longer of K-pop, yes, that would be.
Yeah, I can understand.
Horrific.
That. Yeah, most of that I can't tolerate. So yeah.
But that's all the stuff I got on this side.
Quite a bit. Well, I got on Twitter at Besotted Geek Pod said sex. Imagine 2 minutes, which I think is what the others were essentially going for. But
that's pretty funny.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
And of course, our pal Cheeto says orgasms. Said the female orgasm would probably be awesome, but can you imagine just dumping loads for a whole other minute? That sounds horrible and messy. I'm pretty sure my wife would get annoyed.
You're like one of those battery-powered caulk guns.
I was thinking like when the ice cream machine won't stop.
Right.
Gonna need another bowl.
Oh man.
So there you go. That is what I have for the QoftheW.
All right. Well, we're what number are we at now?
1 through 11.
Today's date.
The 27th.
That doesn't help me at all. Let's go 5.
5?
Yeah.
All right. What's a nickname you were given that you can't stand?
A nickname that I was given that I can't stand.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I almost just died.
Old chip boner.
Oh, man. I don't know, because it's been so long since I've had like a nickname that I can think of off the top of my head.
I can think of one, but I don't know if it annoys you or not. I also don't know that you wanted me to share it.
Go ahead.
But
whatever.
Didn't your mom used to call you? There's somebody used to call you like Tony Bear.
Oh, yeah, my mom did call me that. I forgot all about that. I mean, I wouldn't say it annoys me, but it's,
yeah,
it's not my tops.
Yeah. Are you sure? I don't know. It feels like it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll go with that one because I can't think of one up right now.
I can't even think of like that many nicknames I've heard you called over the years.
Right, I know. So I'm just like, I don't know.
It's just been like, like even like I don't think I've ever really had a nickname for you. It's Tony.
Yeah, I mean, like,
the nickname,
like I call you Stu.
Right. Which I'm fine with. Which is weird because the one that I actually hate is Stewie.
Oh, I mean, that's fair.
And the reason it started because everyone used to call my brother that.
Right.
And when we were growing up, I didn't want to be associated with him because he was always getting into trouble and I was not. And I didn't want people mistaking the two of us.
Right.
But I just kind of also don't care for it. But at this point, it really doesn't bother me much. It did for a long time. But other than that, I don't. I've got other nicknames like that my family calls me or whatever, and it doesn't, people have called me, obviously Bri or Bri or whatever. I mean, if you want to count spam mail, I mean, I used to get letters for Breen.
Fucking sick.
Which is misspelling my name twice.
Right.
But
yeah, it's true.
Which is really bad. But if you were calling me Brain based on Pinky in the Brain, I'm okay with that at least, because I do have a giant dome.
Big
so
old
I mean,
dome or world domination.
Yeah. One of my coworkers used to call me Jimmy Neutron because he had a huge head, so it was like, but I thought it was funny, so That's the thing I think with me is like, if it's a good nickname, especially if it's like a Bustin' Balls nickname, but it's good, it's like, what are you gonna do? I mean, like Bill Burr referring to himself as old Billy Redface or something like that. It's like, it's fucking who he is.
Like the only nickname that I'm aware of that I currently have is a dude I work with. Whenever I see him, he just goes T-High. And we like knuckle bump usually or something like that.
Well, at least he hasn't put together that's thigh.
I know, right?
Slap me some thigh. Slaps you across the face. I'm curious to see what kind of nicknames we get from people, because it's like, are people going to be willing to put their awful nicknames out there for other people that they know to see and call them?
I mean, I hope so. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Me too. Like I said, hey, busting balls is busting balls.
Exactly.
What are you going to do?
That's what this part of the show is about. So, what was the exact wording of this?
What's a nickname you were given that you can't stand?
Show me what you got.
All right, there you go. So with that, head on over to saltylanguage.com. Check out all the links that are there, the past episodes, the stuff. Find the link to the network that we're a part of, maybe.
I'm clicking around trying to get our links pulled.
Right. Tangibound Network, which can be found at tangiboundnetwork.com. So please go check out the shows over there. And if you have a show or you're looking to start a show, like a podcast or whatever, hit them up. They might be able to help you out, or, join us. And of course, talk to Mark, tell him Tony misses him and wants to smell his neck.
I want his Velveeta fingers.
That's
fucking
weird.
Creepy. Why would I say that?
Because it's accurate. Anyway, so if you want to reach out to us on social media, you can find the show on I just blanked, Twitter at salty_language. You can find me on Twitter or Instagram at
you can find me on Instagram at The Monotony, or you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/damndirty. Oh, I should have been playing Hades on Twitch. That would have been fun. I don't know if I can play it on the Switch, though. If I can play the Switch on Twitch, I don't know.
I'm sure you can.
I mean, I do have that capture card. Anywho.
Yeah.
You can also find the show on TikTok at Salty Language. And, of course, if you're watching this, you already know Salty Language Pod on YouTube. If you're not watching it, but you want to, Salty Language Pod on YouTubes. Subscribe. Give us a like. Maybe join the live stream Mondays-ish.
Yeah. Well, that's where, again, subscribe. That way,
you get
when we go live, you'll be able to
just click that little belly bell. And, tell all your friends about us.
Ring.
Oh, and of course, we have our Patreon, too. Which we didn't promote at all this episode, but that's okay.
No, we sure did.
Sometimes, we don't do that. It's okay.
It counts. Yeah, find all our hardcore nudity over there.
OnlyFans, but not. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Except no fans. Yeah.
No, lonely fans.
Lonely Mans is what it is.
It's got to be a website.
Oh.
Really should put a page
it probably is.
Page I'm looking at right now.
Only we had, you tell the, the
we need interns.
Monkey that we. Yeah. Or monkeys. Yeah, obviously we live a dangerous life. Yeah. All right. Well, with that, as always,
it's easy to subscribe. Yes, it is.
Yeah, if Cheeto can do it, no. It's kid. All right. So until next week,
Stay
have a beer. You'll be fine.
And if I can loudly open this stupid fortune cookie.
Oh, so
God, they're seriously packaged in the loudest cellophane known to man.
Yeah, they really are. I believe that it says on the box, extra loud.
You have the extra loud LaChoice?
I think, that's all they make.
All right. Stay salty. And, of course, your future looks bright. With your dick out. Or clam out, I guess. I mean, why are we making this with your junk out?
Yeah, either way. Right.
Exactly.
With your jennies out.
We're going to say your future looks bright. With your clam out.
Yeah.
Is that
All
a
right.
thing?
Yeah, I guess.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. I got a great Patreon
really?
thing for us. Yeah.
All right.
I'll